let's talk about placing plants near the window. This window behind me is a south-facing window. Our backyard just gets baked with sun all day long. So I don't really like to put a plant right here. If this is an east or west-facing window, that would work. But here, plants tend to get a little bit burned. But you know the best place to put a plant? Right on either side of this window. So right here I have these are some of the most lush, beautiful, it's a cebu blue pothos, and it hangs here and it has, let's scoot you up. Bloop. They are just like so happy. I have to cut these back all the time because they just grow and grow and grow. And this is a great example of bright indirect light. This is brighter, this is slightly less light, but they're right next to the window. There's the window, but they're not getting directly shined on from the window. They're getting that indirect light. Over here on this side, I have my sad fiddle leaf fig, which is also getting that bright indirect light. And up here, I have a hanging pothos, which we just cut in the propagation video yesterday, that is doing very well, similarly bright indirect light. And then finally, I have right down here, that is my shingle plant, and it's honestly a little dark. You can see, let me just unhook this and walk over there. Let's walk around, y'all. You can see the new leaf on here is kind of small, and that's because since the winter I shoved it over here, so it's almost like the light is going over it and not getting quite enough light. Honestly, it should probably be more like here for a little bit better light, but it's kind of crunching up my plants. So working on that one. Then you can see here is another step down. Here I have a pilea and a neon pothos, and they are getting what I would call medium indirect light through that window. So they're maybe 3 feet from the window and getting medium indirect light. Pothos is totally fine with that. Neon pothos will tend to lose some of its coloration, so look how this is brighter and these are kind of darker. It does tend to sort of get darker if it gets a little less light. But that is like the lighting situation over here. Just give you a full tour since we're doing it. Here in this window, remember, same south facing window. Why am I losing my focus here? This is fiddle leaf fig, getting light. You can actually see it's getting a little too much light right here. Got another grow light going, trying to perk up this rickrack cactus, which, as I've showed you, has very spindly growth. So bright indirect light, pothos, sort of medium indirect light. This plant. Doing well, doing happy, bright indirect light. So that's kind of like positioning plants around windows.